Hey y'all, insight number 2 here. Just going to cover over because you think about the document, the living Christ, which is what we're focusing on this week. But being that it is the living Christ, I would kind of want to ask you what restored truths or principles are especially meaningful to you. As we've studied this year through the Doctrine and Covenants and learned about some of church history, and a lot of us have learned some church history that we weren't so familiar with before and have gone, what? When did that happen? How did that happen? And it's been a little hard, and it's sort of caused questions for a lot of you, which is good. You should be asking questions. Continue to research those. Saints 3 is coming out. There's paper shortages in the States for printers and stuff, so hold on to that. Saints 3 is on its way, and you can continue reading if you've read Saints 1 and 2, and if you haven't, great holiday reading for you. Really super easy to read. The books, I like the books. You can read it on your device, of course. I like to have the book. It is a bit heavy, but honestly, the pages are good, thick pages. The print is large, so if you trouble seeing, you can see this one. Totally recommend getting the book. They're not expensive. You can order them online from the churchofjesuschrist.org store, or you can go to, if you've got a distribution centre near you, can get that. But yeah, Saints 3 is coming. Not yet though. It's on its way next year. But get 1 and 2. Alright, so during a year of study, what have you thought about? So I thought about this. What am I super grateful for? And this is also asked in our Come Follow Me study manual this week. And so, my husband and I talked about this. And I was like, well, specifically this year, because I'm grateful for kind of all the truths and principles that are restored and continue to be restored, and because we believe in things that will be restored or revealed. So there's still more coming. But for me this year, I've been super grateful for priesthood power and having a worthy priesthood holder in my home. I'm grateful that power has come back to the earth, that worthy men can hold it, and worthy women get to use it. We can talk about that another time. If you're a temple patron, you know that there is an endowment of priesthood power in a way. And if you're in a calling that has been set apart by priesthood power, then you are using priesthood power in that calling. You might not hold the priesthood, but you certainly get to use it. And I think as women, we're very in tune with using it and using it wisely. So blessed for that. Very grateful for that. I'm also really grateful to sort of go over again that knowing that Christ is real, and having our church structure. When I was looking at that, and I said in insight number 1, when I was looking at the document of the living Christ and the signatures at the bottom, and how many of those beautiful brethren have passed away, and how much I miss some of them and their wisdom and their truths, like Elder Maxwell, who lived in pain for most of his life. And I just, think of everything he went through. And I just when he talks and when he gives quotes, it speaks to me, and I miss those things. I love the ones we have now. I would love to have all of them, from Joseph Smith, all of them, right through to Elder Suarez and whoever gets called next. I would love to have all of them still here, still speaking to us. But we don't. But we're so blessed that we can have their words, right? But that's something that I'm grateful for, is that structure. So we know who these people are. We know they are prophets, seers, and revelators. We know that if one passes away and another one gets called, that those keys are there, that those things, those powers, those priesthood powers, the gospel, the restored truth is not going away again. It is always going to be here. So that was really reinforced to me this year as well, because it's there and I know that, but it was just really, really reinforced. And I've put here, always a prophet we can follow. There will always be a prophet we can follow, that it's never going to be taken again. There will always be that. And these truths are here to stay. And that just really resonated with me this year. So what for you? Please comment, let us know what has really stuck out to you this year and has been especially meaningful to you this year as you've studied, and we've studied through Doctrine and Covenants and church history. What restored truths or principles speak to you and have meant the most to you this year? Please let us know. Elder Christopherson, he said, and this is so good, because if you're not feeling any of these, here's some good advice to try and feel some. He said, may I suggest that you reduce the rush and take a little extra time to get to know yourself better. walk in nature, watch a sunrise, enjoy God's creations, ponder the truths of the restored gospel, and find out what they mean for you personally. Learn to see yourself as Heavenly Father sees you, as His precious daughter or son with divine potential. Isn't that beautiful? It's, go for a walk, look at the sunrise, enjoy God's creations, ponder the truth of the restored gospel, and find out what they mean for you. What does it mean for you? How does it speak to you? Because it's going to speak to us all differently. It might be similar, but it's going to be a little bit different because we're all different based on our experiences, based on our experience of mortal living. Different things will speak to us. So connect, ground, and find out what really has spoken to you this year and what you are grateful for. I'd love to hear what that is. All right, hang around. Insight number 3, good discussion. We'll see you there.